Hey everybody, we are just picking up a game of the Tabletop Simulator tournament sponsored by Artificery for Dune Imperium with the Rise of Ix. And with me, as usual, is BlackShadow.
Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, welcome to more quarterfinals action here for the tournament. It's going to be a bit of a funky video. You may notice the video time is not as long as it would normally be. There was complications, we'll say. As such, we need to give a quick reveal. Basically, a fair amount of this game has been played at this point. Unfortunately, the footage was lost as such, which is one of those things. So, but the players have agreed to give it just a few minutes just to let you guys know where the hell we're at here, basically.
Yeah, sorry, that's my fault. So, but we're going to pick it up from round 7, and we are currently in Grand Vision turn. And just to recap some of the things that have happened, the Beast is steaming ahead with a Kwisatz Haderach somewhere in the deck. I think in the discard pile right now. And let's see, Duke
Yes, yeah, I
Leto.
believe Jesse's picks up Jessica, if memory serves me correctly.
That's right. Yep.
The Beast and Baron have been pretty much at war more or less the entire game. They have been trading blows, although to be fair, throughout all the combats, there's been very few victory points actually available through combats. You can see only
That's right.
2 available, and even now there's still only the 2. So while there's been a lot of competition, it's mainly been for resources and money and influence, that sort of thing. So it's kind of been a weird sort of funky game, hence why it's pretty close here. Leto did pick up High Council and also Restricted Ordnance pretty early, which was very, very strong for him. He's picked up a lot of second places as well. Tessia as well has been in the game. Tessia's played pretty solid too, also running with 7 points here. So it's going to be a pretty close finish here.
Right.
And we will do our best to provide as best commentary as we can. But, you know, so this should be an interesting finish. It's also the fact that we've had a pause to the game of a few days definitely does kind of bring a weird dynamic to this match. Obviously, and you're going through the flow and everything like that. You kind of, it's all very natural, but the thing's been there's been a pause, so players are gonna have to kind of like re-pick up here for potentially maybe only 2 turns. This could be the last turn of the game for all we know. Beast has 8 points, so this is gonna be interesting to see who takes advantage here. You know, and this is a very, very tight match, so every decision is going to be crucially important.
Yep. And just, pardon me, just a quick recap of what the players have in their possession here. We have Duke Leto sitting with a convincing argument, a treachery picked up a couple of turns ago, other memory, Duncan Loyal Blade, which I think was one of their recent pickups, and a couple daggers. We have the Beast sitting with a dagger, Dune Desert Planet, Signet Ring, always good with an alliance. And Arrakis Liaison, a convincing argument. A couple of intrigue cards here. The Glimpse of the Path is nice. The Diversion is but sitting okay, especially for maybe drawing some cards this round with I don't know, maybe going to Arakeen. It's a little awkward of a hand for the Beast, but you know, he makes do. Down at Tessia, we have a Court Intrigue, which they had put on top of the deck the last round with a Recruitment Mission, which is up here. And so then drew that card. So I was looking to most likely jump up a couple of spaces with the Emperor because the last Snooper bonus is gain the bonus from the token's influence and an extra influence in that track, and so that would be quite strong here in this case. Would be able to jump up 2 spaces and potentially challenge that alliance. And we also have an Urgent Mission, which is always a great card to have in hand, no doubt. But besides that, not a whole lot going on in Tessia's hand. Over in the Baron's hand, we have a Know Their Ways, a strategic push. The Know Their Ways is not doing anything in this case because Red has already solidified that alliance. But the strategic push could be useful. Not the most impactful of combat cards, but it's okay. They have a reconnaissance, a Dune, Arrakis Liaison, convincing argument, and another Arrakis Liaison. So probably going to try to buy spice this turn if able. They're sitting on 4 Solari, so 1 more Solari could help them get that coveted High Council. Also, Leto having the Holtzman engine, so I don't know if they have Spice Must Flow. I think they're at 1.
No. He's 1. He was
He
recently he's had it for a while, but he has been dragged into a bit of fighting. Doesn't have the best persuasion heavy deck here, so we'll work it out here.
That's right.
It's all right. All right, then we are off to the races, kids. Here we go. So Beast will start. Beast, only person without a sword master, has been being funded from Mentat, so courtesy shuttle fleet. So he's going to go ahead and purchase that off the start here. Baron is up here. You'll notice as well, Baron did not pick up a Spacing Guild, and Fremen opted to go for the Bene Gesserit on the side, which I liked.
Yep.
So I see a bit of variance here, and you don't always have to go Fremen. I think there is an argument to say that the problem is, if you just pick Spacing Guild and Fremen, like, it's always difficult to contend both alliances, so, I'm always up to see a bit of variance here. We've got smuggling here for the Baron, who will bring up some forces here. Tessia will be up next. Tessia has been pretty strong with the, has been played fairly decently. It's kind of been a little bit struggly. Obviously, you can see he has not really participated too heavily in combat. Picked up a couple of spice here. Does need to pick up more influence, however, with the Emperor. There's the final snooper token, so I would imagine that's going to be a fairly urgent sort of take here. Might consider to try and do it via combat here, potentially.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a really good combat for Tessia. It's an okay combat for the Beast, but nothing you really care about, just to solidify that alliance here. But other than that, most of these alliances are pretty much taken. So the only one really up for grabs right now is the Emperor. And I am actually a little surprised to see Tessia not immediately court intrigue to wealth, but maybe they're trying to wait and see.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Court intrigue, of course, allows infiltration to there, so she doesn't have to go there immediately. I think it's
true.
Fine. Arakeen for the Duke.
Yep.
We'll look to get forces in here as well. But yeah, it's going to be interesting how players play. So it's unlikely that this is going to be the final turn due to purely what the combat is. So we're going to get probably a couple turns out of this unless something unusual happens. So it'll be interesting to see what the plan is for players. And again, as I mentioned, the fact that it's been a couple of days since game is played means that it's going to be the flow of the game's a little bit awkward, and it's going to be a little tricky for players to carry on here. Leto here taking Jessica of Arrakis of a memory. This is not the first time they've done that. So players should look to block this with smuggling and Imperial Basin here.
Yep.
They know it's coming here, so they should definitely look to be looking to do this. Jessica, of course, pretty damn nice. Imperial Basin obviously is not the biggest pool, although Baron might do it because it allows him to get some forces in. Smuggling, you would imagine, could well be taken by someone or another. We'll see.
Probably Beast here goes smuggling. I don't know if it really benefits them all that much, but maybe they do it just to block. If they don't, they force the onus of blocking on on Baron and Tessia, though I don't think they are really interested in blocking it either. At the moment,
no, to be fair, Tessia in this game has not had a couple of opportunities to block players, the Baron and Leto, previous turns, and has opted not to do so.
Yeah,
they have kind of played their own sort of game here, so perhaps that's not something they're going to be interested in doing. We shall see. But it's all very nip and tuck now. The game's very close. So whereas early game you're like, whatever. Now, like, every point matters, every spice matters.
Yep.
Maybe you should be taking a bit more care and attention here.
Ooh, Secret Forces.
He picks up Secret. That's a huge card for him. He will be getting that involved. Probably, I would imagine, next turn. I don't think he'll go for it this time, unless he reckons he can win. Which I don't see is possible. If he wins, he takes the point with the Spacing Guild, gets him up to 9. Beast has not gone shipping this game, I don't think, really at all. He's kind of not worried too much about it, if memory serves.
That's right, yep.
So if he was to go there and pick up 9 points, where would his 10th point come from? He's...
Spice must flow? I mean, he does
have Spice must flow in hand, wow. Do you play Secret Forces and just reveal? And pick Spice must flow and hope you win?
I mean, it's not going to work, but it's a pretty bold play. I'm not sure I would do it, honestly. But there's not much else you're going to do, really.
Yeah, what else do you do here?
I don't know. I mean, you can get a spice.
I'd be very tempted. I mean, it's still 12 forces, but it's difficult because of Leto's... Yeah, Leto's obviously got a pretty dangerous hand in play here. It's a difficult call to make. And I guess I'm okay with this. I kind of understand. You wait until next turn, perhaps. Try and build up a little bit more. and then look to go whole hog in for whatever the next combat is, which will have more victory points.
Yep.
But yeah, it'd be a very bold play for the Beast to do so. He will probably be revealing regardless. I don't see how he doesn't just take the spice here.
I think you do, yeah. I mean, you're ahead. You force the pressure on other players to actually pick up some points. So, you're not really fussed if you lose this combat. You're poised to win another one in the next couple rounds. So.
And remember, is the format here. Top 2 go through to the semifinals. You don't have to win to get through here. So
that's right.
Just showing up the 9th point here means it's going to be difficult to see how multiple people are going to pass you, given the situation of the game. But if it's economic, I mean, you never know. Economic does crazy stuff. Baron's going to take negotiation here. Is he picking up training drones?
I actually think you get Sonic Snoopers here and just get rid of that.
Snoopers steals the play here, yeah. It's way too late for training drones.
Yes.
Snoopers seems way the play here. This is turn 7. There's only maybe 2 more turns there. Training drones, you're going to get basically nothing for here.
Yeah. I think training drones is a mistake.
Nice.
Yeah.
He doesn't need... No Other Ways isn't doing anything for him. He has his strategic push, really. Yeah, this feels the play.
Yep.
Chor Murky turns up in the tech deck. No, that's an interesting pull. Might that interest someone? Again, this is going to be probably a tight sort of finish. Picks up Quid Pro Quo. Again, is that really doing anything for the Baron?
Not really. No.
He doesn't. He needs to go a point with the Bene Gesserit, but he'll do that from actions anyway. So I could see him trashing the lot here.
Yeah, I agree. I would do it right now, actually. I don't think this is worth waiting. Like, your hand is garbage and you don't want other people to draw cards.
I agree. And it gives you the information. That the same thing as Sonic Snoopers. Like, obviously, you want to leave it late to kind of keep people guessing.
Sure.
But they don't know what you have anyway, so you're probably better off just doing it immediately and giving the impression that you've got a stronger hand here. Tessia's going to go research stations. He's going to probably look to maybe... Is she going to pick up spice? I mean, it's going to be hard to achieve spice. But how are you going to get spice here? This feels really difficult.
That's how.
Wow, that works. That she's going to depliss it up to Emperor, surely. Yep, she does do so. Picks up the point there. That takes her to 8.
Yes.
Also gets a couple of garrison troops, which is nice. She might use those to send into combat. I would imagine that is the plan here.
Suddenly looking scary for the Beast in that track.
Played my first ever Tessia game last night. So I have to admit, she is a lot of fun. There's a lot to track, but it's a lot of fun. So... yeah, massive draw for Tessia picking up Jessica. She does have spice in hand now. Wow, is there a way for Tessia to... Oh my goodness, Tessia could win the game here.
Yes.
If she wins this combat, she overtakes Emperor. And she gets spice. Oh my goodness.
It's pretty good.
What an enormous draw that is. What an enormous draw. But again, Leto, they can't prepare for... Leto's going to have a bucket ton of strength here. He's going to play Jessica Arrakis. He's going to probably go... I don't think it matters hugely which way you get. I'd probably go Imperial Basin just for the extra spice.
Yep.
And the card draw doesn't particularly matter here. Leto could also pick up spice here with this card draw. Again, players are just kind of let him do it. And 2, 4, 5. That is enough. So Leto will be picking up spice as well. So that's going to give him some extra points here. But Leto, you only really gain 1 point, and that's with the Emperor by picking up the +2 from Grand Vision. So
I think Leto's going to play spoiler here. I don't see the Tessia player winning this combat. I guess there is a chance, but it's an outside chance.
Yeah, well, it's kind of a weird spot here for Tessia. So Tessia, of course, has still urgent mission, so she can still put in further forces. She has no access to hardy warriors, even if she wanted it or not. So that is a problem. Beast will put in more forces. Wow, Beast just giving up spice here.
Wow,
just giving it up. He's not even putting in forces. Wow, that's a surprise.
Wow.
Had he not just take the point? Unbelievable. I'm surprised by this decision.
I don't agree.
Oh, he Mick film, it's okay. My apologies, he has Minimic. Again, this is the thing, we'll pack you up after a few days.
2, 4,
He's
6,
okay.
7, 8. Oh, yeah, he's got 9.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay, good.
yeah, apologies, yeah. We're picking up for a few days, just like the players, so there's little things that are going to be missed. Yeah, here's Minimic. Picked it up, like, first or second turn, I think it was, so
right.
it's not a big deal. Here comes the Sonic Snoop. Here we go. I imagine he will exchange the lot, and he does decide to do so. Yep. This seems completely correct. This is a enormous card draw. This is one of the biggest draws for Alhazred's tournament, this. If he can pick up, what's good for him? What end games are good for him? Grand Conspiracy? Conspiracy
No.
is no good. Plans within plans is no good. Picks up Charisma, Counselors, and Tiebreaker. That is not great. Charisma will let him pick up Spice, maybe in a future turn. So he could probably do that. Counselors is no good to him. He has no high council spot. Tiebreaker, no one's picked up Chalmurky, so Tiebreaker may have some value here. Chalmurky, I would be very interested in trying to pick up. In fact, if I was Tessia, I would be even considering using my recall just to pick up Chalmurky. Although you can't, negotiation has been blocked. You need more spice to do so. No negotiators. That just sounds Chalmurky in tournaments like this are always really, really strong. So, a bit unfortunate for the Baron. Did not pick up too strong here. He's gonna pay for High Council now so that he can at least use Dispensation, pick up the Spice and the Reveal, which is fine, I guess. But it's kind of it's not the move you want to make here.
Yeah.
It feels kind of cruddy, but it's kind of all just what you've pulled here.
Yeah, it's also a bit of a tell of what of what you drew, really.
Well, yeah. It goes both ways. Obviously, the odds it means that okay, he's probably got something with High Council. But then the thing is like you could then infer, well, what else did he pick up? Did he pick up anything good? If he had picked up big combat cards, he'd have got stuck in. You know, did he just pick up a load of end games maybe? And
Possibly.
there's nothing better to do. That would be a reasonable inference here.
I mean, the fact that restricted ordnance has already been bought and it's not going to come up means that this is a little bit underwhelming in a way, but yeah.
Yeah, but there's not much. Yeah, it's a bit awkward. Right, Tessia, you need to make a call here. What you want to do? You're rocking with how much influence have you got here? 1, 2, 4, 6. You have 11 influence. Yes. You have urgent recall. Do you back yourself to win this game? Is the question. She might just call smuggling back here. She might just take the spice.
I like this, actually. Yeah.
I think she calls it back and takes the spice here. And it looks like that's what's going to happen here. Yeah, this is good. I like this. This gives her options. She could pick up Chalmurky. She could... she might be going Conspire here, maybe, with... Does
with Jessica?
No, with Court Intrigue. She is. She has. She could conspire.
Yeah,
she might conspire. Yeah, she might conspire and look to pick up the alliance that way. Perhaps I'm unsure. We'll see what the plan is. Here comes Treachery. Treachery being played, not even being used to. He's gonna go probably Wealth to pick up the point here, and we'll launch the troops in. So they will get going. Picks up the 2 points there. Well, 2 troops there. I do apologize. So goes himself up to 7 with the Emperor Intrigue. This is going to be very close.
Strangely enough, the only... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, Tessia has the advantage here. She has urgent recall, so she gets to make the decision if she wants to commit or not. Yet you don't have 12 points, Leto. Not yet. Sorry, go on.
No worries. Strangely enough, the only player who has not got their Swordmaster yet is Beast. And Beast played a really strange game early where they bought Minimic Film immediately and was trying to go for more of a Spice Must Flow strategy, which is interesting, and I've definitely seen that played very well. It's working here, as they'll be able to buy some Spice and be happy with that. Now, they definitely want to pick up some sort of intrigue card that actually rewards having Spice. That would be great. So we should probably see that happening in the next round, trying to prioritize those
tough, though. Time limited, so just the 5 to buy for the Baron again. Kind of a bad draw for the Baron here at a really bad time. It's not looking good for him here. I think he's looking in real trouble. So, Tessia, what do? You know what's going on here. So, you've got 8 strength. You know that Leto's got at least 10, if not possibly more. So, do you commit here? Do you commit to a fight? You've got urgent mission. It feels... If you don't think you're gonna... this is very difficult. There's no point going for the Emperor if you don't think you're gonna win. How do you think you win this combat here? You want to pick up Spice as well. Do you make a gamble and play Jessica for something here, perhaps?
You could recall and go right back to Siege Tabor and get the extra 2. That would guarantee you win it, actually. Because you win by 1.
Not once Leto reveals. This is the awkward thing. Like,
Oh, Leto hasn't revealed. Oh.
No, it hasn't revealed yet. So, there's a few swords in hand, which is going to be another 4 strength here. So Tessia's kind of stuck to guess, which is very difficult to do at this moment.
Yeah.
I don't sympathize at all. So, it's awkward. I don't know what you do here as Tessia.
You could play for the win right now, and you'd probably get it. But how do you know that? That's a tough one.
Yeah, it's very difficult. You could hold. Let's think it through. So you've got, again, 3, 5, 6, 7. You've got, 10 influence now, right?
Yeah.
2, 3, 5, 6, 7. It feels awkward to play a card because you want a card redraw. The only person that does that is Jessica, but then there's it gives you 7 influence. So you need to pick up 2 more again with your what's in your pile to draw, which is not likely. It's kind of awkward. There's another turn though. There is one more turn to be played probably in this game. If Leto does win here, the game is not over. He takes the alliance from Brain, probably of the Emperor, which is good for you.
Yeah.
That's not a bad result at all, because it puts everyone at 8 points. And you've got decent spice, so I think that's not a terrible result for you here.
The big question is, does Tessia have an extra Spice Must Flow in the deck? I don't remember how many they bought. Looks like they have 2. So they're looking at 3 cards in the deck, about a 1 1/3 chance to win the game. A 2 1/3 chance to win the game. A 1 1/3 chance, and then a 2 1/3 chance to lose or to get just 1 point. So if they play Jessica, draw 2 cards, and get both of the cards that have Persuasion, they will be able to win the game. So right here is a big decision of whether you go for it.
It's very tough. The problem is you've committed into combat here, so you don't have anything left.
Yeah.
It's a very, very tough call. She's gonna recall here. She's going Intrigue. I think she must be looking to go Conspire here.
Yeah. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. You don't have to.
Could go well. Could keep the spice. Oh, I know what's going on. He's gonna keep the spice open and maybe look to pick up diplomacy next turn for Highliners.
Yeah.
That could be the play here by the looks of it. So I reckon she takes the Intrigue as well, probably. Well, she has. Well, no, she can't pick up anything. Which that's the thing. She could have cycled through. She's going to pick up the wealth, stack up the 2 troops, and I guess look to take 2nd place and get the spice and diplomacy Highliner next turn. I guess that's the plan.
I mean, they're guaranteed to draw their access card next round, so
yeah, exactly. That's good. So that's the other thing against going with Jessica here. So, and still is able to pick up spice this way as well. So this feels like probably this is the right play.
However,
probably
Leto is going to take this alliance, and that's a big deal. So
Leto is going to take the Emperor Alliance, but it could be worse if you were Tessia. As Tessia, you're happy to see that, oh, hello, they had an absolute bucket ton of swords in hand. So you're not totally against this. So Leto at 14, Tessia at 8. Tessia was not going to win this combat realistically. It was going to be very difficult to achieve so with restricted ordnance, as has been the way in the game. So I think you'll feel you probably made the right call there.
Yeah, you're right. She did make the right call, or he made the right call. I totally forgot about restricted ordnance.
So Spice for Leto.
Yes.
We've got Spice picking up for Tessia as well. So that's going to be Leto at 9. It's going to be Tessia at 9. It's going to be Baron at the Beast at 8. Baron flagging behind on 6.
It's unusual for the Baron.
Yeah, Baron does have the tiebreaker, so Baron might be forced to go complete hog into a combat here and hope to just tiebreak his way into the semis. It's a difficult spot here. We'll see how things go. So the reveal, she will also buy spice and gets the extra spice from Spice Must Flow as well. We'll take her to 6. Yeah, it feels like the play she's possibly stacking up for you might want to highlight the spice for her. She needs to take the one.
Yep. Do disposal facility, the Spice Must Flow here.
You dispose of the Spice Must Flow 100%.
Yep.
Absolutely no debate about that.
The only reason you wouldn't is if you had the intrigue card that gives you points for having Spice Must Flows, and then you'd be telegraphing that. But Patience here not having any intrigues probably
No.
should just toss it.
No, I think I probably agree here. So Beast as well will also be able to make their way to the Highliners as well, possibly. We'll see how things proceed here.
Decides not to
Um,
use disposal facility. Okay.
yeah. Expedite for Tessia. It's kind of not really doing anything now at this point. Water Peddlers for the Leto, which again, kind of a nothing card at this point. Doesn't really do anything. Gives him access to Hardy Warriors, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's something, but Leto doesn't really want that right now, I think.
All right, then.
That
Here we
doesn't
go,
matter.
then, kid.
Yeah, there we go.
Turn 8. It is Arakeen. Beast starts off with the bonus troop for defense. So, here we go. Let's look at this. So, of course, Tessia has diplomacy. She could go Highliners. I think she might feel compelled to do it immediately. Fufir as well for the Beast is pretty nice. He's looking attractively, but he's not going to get what he wants.
Kind of awkward here for Tessia, actually, with the diplomacy and no other real good plays. I mean, no access to the research station. Yeah, this is a sketchy turn.
This is. I think she's just gonna have to go Highliners and just commit them, and just like she has a city afterwards if she needs it. I guess she will have access probably to somewhere, but where exactly I don't know. I think that's all you can do here is you have to get, if you're gonna Highliners, you've got to do it immediately. What else do you have here? What other attractive options do you have? I mean, if you go city first, that is a huge risk.
I think the other option,
can't do that, I don't.
Yeah, the other option is to go to research station and not research station, excuse me, the selective breeding and try to hit some more options. I don't know if I agree with it though.
No, that feels too awkward. Like you've got troops in base, you've got the spice. If you win the combat, you're through.
Okay, and that's not even an option.
Okay, well that's not. Yeah, Leto's going there immediately. Leto with the only play he has here, so he's going to pull 3 cards. Leto, Baron even. My apologies.
Oh, good.
I guess he's probably going to look to try and pull spice here and just pull some options. Looks like, which is fine enough. But no, I think Tessia. I think you just have to Highliner here. I don't see, especially with such an awkward hand. It's like if you don't Highliner, like what else do you do here? Seems like the only play to particularly set yourself up. You kind of don't like Highlinering immediately. It's never a great feeling, but you're going to have 14 forces on the ground, which is not terrible. And if you don't play your intrigue, you know, people don't know what you've got here. So they might be a little bit more wary, although people will probably just be getting stuck in here. This is probably last turn.
Yep, looks like it.
Here we go. Yeah, only play. Only logical play. So we'll get stuck in here. We'll put in the 7 troops, 14 strength into combat, which is nice. Interesting to see what Leto's going to do. Leto's been quite actually fortunate. He's picked up Water Peddlers and can actually use that with Duncan, which is pretty nice. So that's pretty good. Leto could... is there anything you do here, particularly with his Signet Ring? Not really. It's kind of nothing to benefit from there. So I suspect we could see... might go... do here? Probably, I'd say take the water and then go Siege. You get the water back and then pay for it and use it to get in a lot more forces, perhaps. Not too bad.
I like that idea. I wonder if that's going to actually pay off, though, because I don't know.
He's going to go ring first. I guess he's going to go to... Oh, he's picking up Chalmurky.
Chalmurky, yeah. Okay.
Chalmurky looks like he's picking up... I did put this out. Chalmurky is big in tourneys. Yeah, I think this is the play.
This is the right play.
Yeah, he's picking it up. So he picks up the text. Obviously, good for tiebreakers. That feels nice. Memo Corders turns up here. No good for anyone. Too late in the game, really. I don't think anyone else can make any use out of it.
It's a point for Tessia if she goes up on the Fremen track, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
There's no way she can get there.
Yeah.
There's no way she can get there. So, reinforcements and tactician for Leto. Ooh. Oh my goodness me! Wow, what a ridiculous draw. That's 9 strength he's just pulled there, basically, on reveal. That's disgusting.
Solid. And with Duncan, yeah, you got to believe this is going to be won by the Duke.
What a ridiculous draw! Wow, that is 2 huge cards. You don't even endgame. That basically is endgame by itself. Outrageous. Arakeen for the Beast. Probably having half an eye on keeping maybe potential spies to buy here.
Ooh,
Picks up
big
Kwisatz.
pickup.
Huge card for him. Is there anything else he can get here?
Play Secret Forces. It's going to go in.
Secret Forces, he's got to get in now. He has no choice. He could pick up a point here if he really wanted to. It feels kind of cruddy, but there is a point to gain here by playing Fufir to fold space and then Kwizatzing back there with the same agent.
I think, yeah. I think that's a solid play.
It's not outrageous. I would consider definitely doing that.
If
you have nothing better.
He can go fold space and then Kwisatz to Highliner.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You are holy shit, you're right.
That's what you do. Oh my. We'll see.
He Fufirs the fold space and Kwisatz is like, oh my god.
That's solid.
Will he see it? That is an insane play. Does he see it?
That's 24 power.
Amazing if he sees it.
26 power.
And I would wait. If he doesn't see it, he might know. He might be out if he doesn't see it. Plays diversion. Okay. I mean, I'll be honest. I'd have left that in your hand just so people didn't know what you had.
Yeah.
Being honest, it doesn't benefit you anyway. I'd just left it to confusion. Just make them second guess. Now you have no intrigue. That feels kind of rubbish. Wow. Could the Beasts make an insane play here? It would be I don't know. That's hard to see. That's hard to see. When you've been away for the game for 3 days, that's difficult.
Yeah. So the Baron has negotiated withdrawal and has used it to good effect this game. However, at this point, it seems like all of the faction tracks are kind of used up. So I don't know what they do this turn. Maybe they just try to get some troops in there. I think...
you just have to get troops in, try and pick up a second or third spot. He wants to go to his own city so he can pay for intrigue. He's on intrigue now, basically, is the Baron.
Oh, there's a staged incident.
Wow, big point.
Big dispatch and envoy.
Well, that's pretty good. Can he find a way to get free troops in? He definitely can.
Should play charisma. Yeah, should play charisma right now, so he doesn't get stuck.
Yeah, he has to play something so that he doesn't. He's not vulnerable to secrets. So he will get stuck in here. That's a nice point. Plays the charisma now. Yep, makes sense. Even though it's for your reveal, you can still play that on your current turns. That is totally fine.
Yep.
Wow, that's a point for the Baron. That's a much needed point. That is huge. He was not going to get much else out here. And then he just buys spice. Does he have enough spice? 1, 2, 4, 5,
yes.
7. He has enough for spice. It's going to take him to 9 points. Wow.
So this looks like a mission area to the research station to me. I don't see what else you do with this turn.
Yeah. And she does do exactly that. It's open. You've got the stuff here. Total sense.
Yep.
It will surely be enough for... It isn't enough for spice. Picks up a couple of spiceless foes, which is nice, potentially for tiebreakers. Only just picks up enough to buy spice here, which is very close. Right, back to Leto. So Leto, you'd feel Siege is the only play here, right?
Yes. It's got to be.
It's got to be Siege. Just use peddlers. You might as well.
Yeah. Just
to get the point that the extra troops in. It's going to give you a decent enough strength. You have no extra swords, but you've got reinforcements and you've also got ambush. That's 9 strength, including what you're going to be throwing in. So it's going to be 13 strength with the 2 troops from Duncan and Siege.
That's not going to be enough, but they don't know that. Oh, no Duncan. Hidden Duncan.
Oh, he's going to rely on using the sword strength. I mean, this is also fine. It's kind of 6 1/2 dozen the other. I think I'm going to play Duncan for the card draw. You might pull in some more swords, but I guess the argument is it's not a big deal. I don't know. I would have liked to have seen using that.
There's a good chance that he drew Jessica. Is Jessica in the discard pile?
He might be going. He might be using peddlers to go to Great Flat, pick up the 4 spice for tiebreakers. That might be his plan here.
Beast sees it.
He's doing it. He's doing it.
Beast sees it.
Yes, Beast. Yes, Beast. Oh my God, this is so awesome.
Court intrigue.
Dispatch. I don't know where Baron's going here. Baron's going Hardy Warriors.
Oh, secrets.
It's secrets.
Ooh. Oh, he's going all in on the.
He's going all
in
intrigue. Yeah. It is a Hail Mary.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a Hail Mary on secrets. He still gets to use the ability as well, so he will get 2 intrigues for this.
Yeah.
Still totally allowed. Yeah, don't forget, something you dispatch with your ring ability, you still get the ring ability. Wow, this is he is just like this is Hail Mary stuff. What does the Baron pick up here? This is big.
I think players are saying that Leto forgot to draw a card with Holtzman at the beginning of the round.
Very possible. I think that's
see it.
very possible. I can't say. I think you're right. I think he may have forgot, but its argument is it's now his fault. So I don't know.
Yep.
That's for the players to decide.
Oof.
Right, Baron, your tournament is like on the line here. You need. I don't know what you pick up that's big though. What can you make use out of here? I have no idea what he uses. What's of any good to him here? He can't use Charm Shares or Sleeper. Like end games or something. I don't know. What end games does he have? Machine Culture's no good to him.
No, I don't know what you get.
I'm not sure what there is to delve into, but you might as well delve into it. You never know what you might find. Something we're overlooking. Players definitely saying he should probably have a 6th card here. Which is pretty fair. Like, at this point, the players are not obligated to say he should pick up a 6th card. And
Yes.
Red himself might be saying, look, it's so late, maybe I shouldn't draw it. But it looks like they're going to allow him to do so. So that's some good sportsmanship from the players here.
Yeah, it actually would have probably changed his play, actually, because you could have then Duncaned and drew a fresh card. So I actually think that might have changed his play.
A little bit,
bummer.
But it's too late now. I mean, he picks up War Chest is no good.
Oh!
Picks up Steven's which is also no good. He doesn't have the spies.
No.
He's gonna retreat his troops. He won't get any spies for it. This is the problem. He picks up all the endgame cards, but he can't use any of them. This is the shame. That is so brutal for Duncan. Real unlucky. Nothing he can do. He also can't use any of his cards here, so that's kind of awkward.
Is a bit. Well, I mean, this has been more or less a staged incident turn anyway. I think Baron's going to end at 7, 8 points because they can buy spice. So
yeah,
that's
so buy spice, buys, but goes stage and just hopes it all works itself out. But I don't see how it does.
Yeah. So this is a fight for first and second between red, blue, and green. And so we will see what happens.
Actually, I think you just reveal here. You've got 9. Like, what else are you going to do here?
Yeah.
There's no card draw. Unless you risk going Mentat with Signet Ring. But this feels risky.
Oh.
This could backfire.
This could backfire.
I don't think you're really ever going to use the card for anything. This is seriously dangerous. I don't think this offers anything. You're just denying Mentat. It doesn't matter. I think you're just trying to confuse other players here. Like, the problem is you do this, like, you're never going to use the turn. You're just going to pass anyways. I think you just back the point.
Is there any world where you go up to shipping, interstellar shipping, and then cash in your
no, you just buy spies.
Expedite. No,
I think you just. I mean, you could do. Maybe that's what's being calculated. Is there any point she can gain from doing this? And the answer is I don't see it.
It's really close. If she were on level 2 of the shipping track, I'd say yes, 100%. Oh.
Wow, picks up Court Intrigue. Again, she can't really do anything with it. I mean, she's kind of fortunate to buy spice and pick up a sword. That was a dangerous play.
It
could have backfired horribly. So Leto's going to use his diplomacy. He's now picked up here, which is interesting. He's going to go Hardy Warriors. So he's been a little fortunate here. This is going to be very close combat. This is going to be very tight. So they're going to go in. He's got Duncan swords. He's got ordnance. So he's at basically 12 strength here. Tessia on 14, but Duncan has tricks up his sleeve. But so does the Beast.
It's going to be 21 strength, looks like, for Leto. 26 for the Beast if they make the same play. Yeah, which
here it is.
Here it is.
Here it comes. Wow, what an insane turn of events. What an insane turn of events.
Beast is going to take it, looks like. Wow.
Beast. What a ridiculous, ridiculous turn of events here. A little fortunate. We're not going to make no mistakes, kids. To pick up Kwisatz there like that was crazy fortunate.
Yes.
Knew nothing about it.
Game-winning draw right there.
Yeah, simple as that. 26,
I think.
He's got all 12 troops in.
Was it 12?
Yeah, he's got all 12 in.
Oh, yeah, okay. I thought he had an extra. No, you're right, 24.
He has
24.
That is, and he picks up enough to buy spice as well. Just to egg it in here. Beast is gonna win this one by the looks of it. Merrlish is gonna get through.
Wow, that
Baron
mimic
here.
film pickup.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good.
It is. It's big with the Baron. It's big with the Beast. Don't unconsider it, kids. So Baron picks up the spice here. Nothing else he can do. Feels bad. He has charisma. Oh, he has charisma, so he can pick up spice. He will do so. Only 2 left in the deck here, should be noted. So picks up spice. That's going to be 8. He's going to stage instant, which is going to take him to 9.
But I don't think that's enough. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to be enough. I don't see a world this gets him through here. It's going to be like very close, but there's not a lot he can do. Unless he can. No, he can't even do that. No, this is he might be able to make third because of tiebreaker, but I think it's too much to get through to second here. Spice for Tessia, so that's spice number 4. Picks up that there. Only 1 left, of course. Is noting that. Leto will not be picking up. Leto has other plans in mind. Here comes reinforcements and the peddlers. So it picks up the water because you got nothing else for it. And here comes the reinforcements. No reason not to get them involved here. The Solaris... He's trying to work this out and making sure is the Solari going to matter here. I think the short answer is no. You just want to get up the ranks here.
Already has the Charm.
You've got Charmerky anyway, so it's completely irrelevant. So you just play it. So here comes the reinforcements. They're going to come in here. It's going to take him up to 2nd place. Nothing that Tessia can do about it either. So Tessia is going to have to just take the intrigue. Is there in-game intrigue that help any of them? Plans of implants would be great for Tessia. She could use that. Tessia could also use Grand Conspiracy. She'd get a point from that. Leto would be the same. So there are endgame points on offer here through Intrigue. This game is not over. Plans of implants gives points. Grand Conspiracy gives points. Machine Culture would be a point for Leto here. So this is all still to fight for. Buys the spice, so that's 10. Beast is going to win, taking the trial. Beast is through. Merrlish is in the semis. Here comes Stage Incident. Nothing else to do here.
Yep.
So picks up the point there. Poor dudes. They didn't know it was coming. No. Staged by the Baron. Who'd have thunk it, right? Yeah. Who'd have thunk it? Tessia has nothing to play here. Master Tactician does nothing for... doesn't really do anything for Leto here, so...
No.
I'd almost not play it just in case something else weird happens. I'd just like leave it. It doesn't do anything here. But he will play it in regardless. No, wait a minute. That doesn't tie him up here, does it?
I don't think so.
12, 14. Oh no, they'd already counted. Okay, he said the ambush. Okay, so it's all over. So Beast wins it. Here we are. Endgame intrigues.
Oh, Machine Culture goes to the wrong person.
Goes to the wrong person. Oh my god.
Wow. Oh,
that would have got Leto through with Charmerky.
That would have gotten Leto. Wow.
No way. Wow, that's insane.
Wow.
Brutal for Leto.
Oh no, it can't be closer than that. A single card draw.
Literally an intrigue draw. They draw it the other way around. Leto goes through.
Well,
that is sickening.
And you draw it in that order due to the fact that Holtzman Engine does.
Oh, he has Holtzman. He does have Holtzman. Does he have both his deck?
There are 2 in there. There are 2 in there.
So he's gonna Holtzman. He's still gonna get through on Charmerky. Wow.
Wow. So Leto's gonna scrape by the scruff of his beard.
Exactly. Nothing.
Wow.
And I tell you, folks, Charmerky is so good for second spots. It's so good for second spots. Wow. Dramatic ending to this one. Dramatic ending.
Unbelievable. So there we go. We have Beast in first place, taking it with 12 points. Leto with a very, very narrow win, second place at 10 points. And Tessia is going to fall to third, and Yellow, poor Baron, my favorite, is going to fall to fourth place.
Has all the spice in the world.
All the spice in the world.
Nothing to do with any of it.
That's right. He'll just swim around in his pile of spice.
Yeah, dearie me. It's another Tesios, which is a shame. We've had one crush with Tessia, and the other three have not made it through, which is always sad to see.
Yeah.
But man, what a ridiculous year. That's also the second time now in the tournament that Chol Murky has scraped someone through to second place.
Yeah, don't sleep on this card.
Not,
Yeah.
do not underestimate Chal Murky. It gets you through spots you don't deserve sometimes. That is the way it goes.
Next card was Corner of the Market. Or just flipping them over.
Which was good for anyone here, basically.
Wow. All right. Well played to everyone. Should we jump over to into the room and hear them talk about it?
We should probably say hi to them before
All
it's
right.
said and done, yeah. We got to stretch out the length, kids.
That's
Get those
right.
ads
That's
in.
right. Hey everyone,
Oh
you are on our video, so say hi, tell us what you're thinking.
Hey, wow, that was
Yeah, Baron is sad.
crazy.
Baron is sad. They had
Sometimes
a pretty
thinking-
hard end at the first round. It was I couldn't play more than one agent at the first round. And,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
feels.
You got
I'm
sandwiched
thinking
between two players, basically.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I really like the fact that Merrlish won the game without taking his
It's
Yes,
Sword Master, yeah. Well,
yeah,
you pick up
Sword
Quizats,
Master.
don't need to. Yeah, we saw the moment. We could not believe when Quizat gets put at his deck. We're like, oh my god, there's this crazy play he can do. Did
Yeah,
see it, so
yeah.
fair enough. Good spot there. But yeah, that was a pretty crazy ending there. We even say at the end, like, depending on what endgames come out, it depends who gets through here. Between Tessia and Leto. Like, it was that
Absolutely.
close.
It's like
Chomurky was a good pickup. Alrez picks up every endgame card in the world. Can't use any of them.
Yeah,
That
at
was-
the
that was-
end,
that was
I was
unlucky.
like, I was trying to grab some cards and let's pray to do some miracle, and I was like, oh yeah, thanks, it's a good miracle.
Yeah,
but
we were going through.
I
like,
can pay for it, man.
we were going through and thinking, what's any good here? Grand Conspiracy? No. Plans within plans? No. We just couldn't find one that was only used to you.
Yeah.
You almost like in denial of the other characters here, but yeah, that was a crazy end. Some great card manipulation towards the end for kids. Chal Murky, I was like, this is going to get someone through this game. And,
I'm thinking
I'm
thinking-
thinking this card is pretty great, man, because
this for me is my best example of RNG in this game. This was
Yeah.
the next card on top.
Yeah,
Yeah,
corner
and,
market gets someone through. Machine
me
culture.
through,
If
yeah.
that goes to Leto, kind of. That was. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, we didn't see any in-game cards. They were all in the deck. So.
Right in a
Yeah.
row. Wow. It's
And
crazy.
the final battle rewards. That was kind of crazy, but it was good stuff. I think it was well worth the wait for a couple of days. That finish.
Absolutely.
It was a great game overall. Very
Yeah,
nice.
I'll-
Yeah.
I'll-
So did you draw the Quizats again off of your?
It was
off
his
of
last
this?
I drew it
draw.
off of
Yeah.
this.
He drew it off
Wow.
our game. Absolutely insane. And we saw it we were like, oh my goodness, that's
Yeah.
a game-winning draw.
Yep.
That
What
was
do I
an
have in mind?
absolutely ridiculous way to pull it. And we were like, we'd already been highlighting, like, he's still got to pick up the point from the guild. And I'm like, oh, well, he can just Quizats back to fold space. And then Caesar's like, well, he's got more than 6 spies. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, solid
Yeah,
plays.
I had just one question about not the game, but is Rise of X available in United States yet? Or not?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I have a hard copy.
Yeah, I have my
Okay.
copy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's available, man. Yep.
Because it's okay. It's available in France. Let's say in 2 weeks, I think.
Awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'd wait. I don't know unless you want the English version. It might take longer to ship it over there.
Because I play with, let's say, different kind of people, and yeah, English is not a good solution for some players.
Right.
hmm
Right.
Yeah, I took French. Honestly, I think the traduction is good, so I've been keeping up with it. Also, the English version, when it was on the market, was pretty rare to get. I was waiting.
Why did you pick Baron in the 4th spot?
Good
Well, actually,
question,
we
Yeah, we wanted to
I'll
ask about that.
Yeah, this is a funny spot because I look back at the previous games that everyone's played, and I couldn't help it in the previous round. Every single one of you played the Baron,
Yes.
which was ridiculous.
But
every single you play
the
Baron.
problem is, first round I got like I didn't remember my end, but I could only play like yellow. I got there. That's where my first cargo went. After that, everything else was blocked, and I couldn't get anywhere. So I had to reveal like my second turn.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Yeah,
and
dude.
after that, everyone gets there, of course. And I was like, oh, okay, no problem. Everyone got there.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's
So I will get here, and I will get spice, and I had water to get here. But
well, I
of
was
course,
wondering if you just
when I wanted to get there, of course, no yellow.
Yeah.
I drew.
Yeah.
It was my turn to get first, get here, and no yellow. And
Yeah.
well, I
okay.
was wondering if you were
Crap.
picking it just to stop somebody else from getting it, mostly.
No. But I've liked to get some spice. So, in fact, this game I couldn't get access here, except twice, just
Yeah.
to get.
I think it's an interesting point. Obviously, you've just done like the ranking leaders video, and of course, part of that was discussing about like certain people are more perhaps better in certain spots than others, and Baron kind of has to go early because it's obviously very easy to block him, much like a Una, for example.
Yeah, I think he's still okay in fourth. I don't know.
Fourth is still not bad by any
Yeah.
stretch of imagination, but it's a lot easier to block him, prevent Masterstroke for
Yes,
a while,
yeah.
just kind of hinder.
Yeah, but
Baron needs his bonuses
honestly,
kind of early.
I don't think you need to get Master Stroke
have to
at
get
the
it
start.
immediately.
At the start, honestly,
Don't
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to,
I agree.
but it definitely helps.
you can do. It's because of course everyone is going crazy with like Space Guild and Freeman, but
Yeah.
honestly, I think you can surprise people with like Bene Gesserit and Emperor, for example, and
Yeah, I
get.
completely agree.
Yep.
There's definite grounds for that. Do we need to explore a bit more?
In fact, if you notice, the
yeah.
Beast played. Beast did not even go to shipping at all the entire game,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
which
of
means
course,
that that's actually an untapped kind of strategy. Just ignore this track entirely.
You
Do
can
your own
ignore it,
thing.
You
but
do not have to
then
go there. You don't.
But
have
then
to.
you need to get spice and
You
get
get
to
spice.
the Emperor.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
exactly.
And the problem is, like I told you, the round I needed spice. I didn't have yellow cards, so I was
Yeah.
pretty busted.
It's the way it goes. So.
This was a very unique game.
Yes.
For this Rabban especially. Third is my least favorite spot, so when I saw
I
him pick Harkonnen, I mean, I felt good about that, but then I just need to be flexible, because I don't know what these guys are picking.
Exactly, and
So-
you did. You picked up Minimic early, and you kept your options open.
Honestly, man,
So jealous of that.
you did very well because Rabban, I don't think is so hot. Let's say not let's say so good, but so hot. Not a lot of people are taking him because he's hard to play. I think.
Right.
You gotta be cunning, and you gotta play pretty well with the beast. But if you do, rewards are definitely there.
And I think you took the
Well, getting
opportunities.
the-
Yeah, very
Mimic
very.
film right one. I was like, we were like, okay, this is an early Mimic film for Beast. Like, yeah, that's exactly what I would have done. It's one of my favorite early plays with him, and it rewarded you in the last turn, right? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess you didn't need it, but
Yeah, the most spice,
the most spice, and I think one turn you needed it. Yeah.
or equal.
Probably need it for
I
Quiz
think the key is more these two, actually.
Yeah, Shuttle Fleet was huge. Quizats was big.
Yeah.
Played solid. No complaints there. So congratulations to Merrlish as well
Yeah, very nice.
as LSR. Commiserations to Patience and Asmodius.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, good game, guys.
Good
Thanks
game,
for
everybody.
Brutal.
waiting
Good
for
game.
a few days.
All right. We'll see you
Yeah,
next
rest.
time.
Yeah.
Good game.
Best wishes to you for the next game, man.